Howdy, I'm Dr. George Valdez. Today I'm going to present an overview for staff members on what to expect and how to interact with FHP Geriatrics effectively. Our job is to make you more successful and make your job easier. You are the front line doing the day-to-day hard work. You are meeting the needs for people who are unable to do for themselves. I also challenge you to learn more about dementia. Knowledge makes you more effective. The more you know, the better you anticipate and communicate on their behalf. The better we can take care of their medical needs and keep them out of the hospital. When you do your best, your bosses are happier, families are happier, and we do a better job as well. Everybody wins. Our team has a vast amount of experience and knowledge, and with your help, we can do a lot of things that other providers may not be able to. Our team is not distracted by hospitals or clinics. We are 100% focused on direct care to seniors. We have a team of administrators, nurse practitioners with a hive mentality. We all work together and collaborate constantly. Other teams may have a supervising doctor, but I am in real time constantly supervising and actively collaborating. I am from Houston, and I've been practicing as a physician in the area since 2002. I have respected relationships with hospitals all over the area. I have connections, so when somebody goes to the hospital, we can actively coordinate with the hospital, doctor to doctor, to make sure there's an effective plan in place. But we can't do this without you. We rely on you to let us know when someone has a change of status, when they go to the hospital, and let the hospital know that we are the primary care so they're admitted under the right service. Often a person leaves the hospital and you get a pile of papers that says the diagnosis, and the family rightfully wants to know what happened, what did they do, what's the plan next. Here's why you're so important. If we know the person's there, we can figure out exactly what was done, talk to the people doing it, get the results, and make sure there's a plan in place to make sure that person stays out of the hospital and stays on the right track. You look great, we look great, patients and families are happy, bosses are happy. But wait, there's more. Remember, these are our loved ones. They are the oldest, most complex, and most vulnerable. But getting to the office of a specialist sometimes requires family members to take off work, get somebody who's not very mobile into a car, wait in the doctor's office for a while, which can be tremendously stressful for everyone. I have a strong network of specialists that many people are not aware of. Cardiologists, ophthalmologists, nephrologists, neurologists, psychiatrists, wound care, urologists, many specialties who can bring care to your facility, either in person or through telemedicine. I have the respect and personal relationships with them to help make it happen. You're thinking, Dr. V, you sound awesome. No, you're awesome, because all this cool stuff doesn't happen without your assistance and support. But in the end, a little extra effort from all of us keeps your residents healthier and happier. Workflow. We generally see each person once per month. With regular visits, we stay on top of medical issues, keep things more stable, and catch issues before they get out of control. If a patient's starting to have a change in status from their usual behavior, whether it's being less alert, less able to eat, less steady walking, or some other change from their usual activities, send us a text. In between visits, we can address changes or new issues through telehealth. Don't worry, we were doing telehealth 2 years before the pandemic. We'll walk you through it. Through the camera, we can observe the resident, remote control the exam, and make better decisions to help keep them out of the hospital or make sure they get to the hospital sooner than they might have. We get the right care at the right time to the right person. This does put a little extra work on you. You have to be there to set up the visit, but you're enabling better care for the residents, and the families will be so grateful and happy. Your facility will stand out above those who don't facilitate this type of care. Remember, We're here to coordinate the care, but you make it happen. If your facility has a policy against assisting with visits through the camera, we understand this, but the more and the better you communicate, the faster we can intervene, the happier families will be, and the less likely the residents will have complications or end up in the hospital. We're available for the service every day of the week between 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. After hours, you'll be connected to a live nurse line. So, we have the medical expertise. You're on the front line doing the day-to-day critical, compassionate care, and the family members are the important third party of what I call the triple helix of awesome. It takes all of us constantly communicating, staying on the same page to keep people on the right track. We communicate and develop relationships with families just as we do with you. With better communication and relationships, there is more trust and better outcomes. We want to make you and your facility look great. You will be given our staff hotline number, which is easy to remember. You will use that number for everything. The more you communicate, the better the outcomes and satisfaction for everyone. This number connects with our entire team, including the doctors, nurse practitioners, and administrations all at once. Because of the high volume we experience at times, we always request you try to text us first. We are constantly collaborating in order to direct the right message to the right team member. If another team member is busy and can't help out, another one will take over and address the issue. In order to maintain HIPAA protection, text us with the first 3 letters of the first and last name and your specific request or concern, and whether the issue is a routine request or life-threatening. Whether it's for a new admission, a refill request, a notification of change in status, request for a visit, coming or going from the ER or hospital, or anything else, text our staff line. Our website is FHPGeriatrics.com and provides resources, forms for new residents, links to the patient portal for families, as well as the family member hotline. Please do not give our staff member hotline to family members. The family member hotline is attended Monday through Friday, regular business hours, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Our staff line is actively managed from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. Keep in mind that after regular business hours, while we are addressing things, we may not be in front of the computer, we may be with our families. So we'll give you direction for urgent issues or life-threatening issues, but we do request routine refills and requests be addressed during regular business hours. After 10 p.m. and before 8 a.m., you'll be directed to a nurse hotline attended by Memorial Hermann that will address life-threatening issues. We still welcome that you text us after hours, anytime, day or night, with any status changes or requests, and we'll respond to you in the morning during our regular hours. We look forward to working with you, and we want to raise the bar of expectations and providing care to your residents. We are constantly evolving and always looking for ways to improve. We want to increase value and innovate care. Many times facilities work with providers that they're used to. We want to be that provider that you get used to because we do a great job. We make your job easier, you feel more successful, and we have improved satisfaction for residents and families. Thanks for listening.